Hey, what's up everybody? It's day 201 of my weight loss journey, and I'm going to start a little something different here for the next few videos or whatever. I wanted to answer questions. It's going to be Ask the Fat Man. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave a comment below and I will answer it in my next video. Question today, I asked for questions if anybody had any questions for me on Twitter, and I had a few people with some questions. One of the first ones that came in was from Home Depot Wifey, which is also, I believe, let me make sure I'm right, Funny Wife 1977 on YouTube. Michelle asks, what was your most challenging thing to do through this journey? Well, there's many of challenges throughout this journey, but I would say the most challenging part was early on, avoiding temptations. I love great tasting food. I love my pizza and my stuff that's not so good for you. Just love it. And soda. That probably was the most difficult part early on. As time's gone by, I still crave it, but it's really not a big deal to me anymore, because I enjoy eating healthy, and it's become a habit for me. It's not like it's nothing unusual. So, early on, I would say that would be the toughest part for me. I mean, there was some also, other tough parts. I would never classify working out as tough. I always look forward to it. My motivation level, that was never an issue. When I had my mind set on something, I want to go through with it. Probably, if I had to find another thing that's been challenging, is to not get discouraged, to keep positive. When the pounds are coming off and you're seeing good numbers, I mean, you're seeing 3-4 pounds, it's easy to be pleased and happy and motivated. But when you're not seeing numbers, and be honest with you, in 200 days now of this journey, there's only been 1 week that I've gained a pound, and it was only like 1 pound or 0.8 of a pound or something like that. There's been weeks where I've stayed the same. There's been a couple, 2 or 3 of those, but I've never gained more than a pound. So that's been a plus. But there's been weeks where I was thinking I was going to have a big number, and I only show up 2 pounds on the scale. Like this past weigh-in. I was hoping for a 3 pound loss. And I show 1 pound. So that's been another challenge for me, is to try not to get discouraged. And me, the competitive person I am, it's easy for me to, get discouraged, get upset with myself, thinking I'm not pushing myself hard enough and trying to figure out what's wrong. But, I've always got to think of the big picture and stay focused on what my long-term goal is, and to see where I've come. One of the things I said today on Twitter is whenever I start feeling bad about, start thinking negative thoughts, I always turn and I look at, oops, can't see it, the opening screen on my iPhone. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it's my day 1 picture. And by looking at that picture, it keeps me motivated, because honestly, I do never want to go back to this kind of person anymore. So I look at that every time I turn this phone on, which is 100 times a day. Keeps me motivated. So hey, if you got any questions for me, please leave a comment below. Send me a direct message on Twitter. Any of that stuff. I'd like to answer some questions. Makes it more interesting for me. So until tomorrow, stay motivated, be great. Fat Man. Oh, and thanks, Michelle. By the way, Michelle, that was a nectarine. You are absolutely correct.